You've probably used tools to research Amazon products, but what if I told you that I built an AI agent army that hunts bestsellers, scrapes reviews, spies on sellers, finds deals, and predicts trending products, all on complete autopilot? And if you stick around until the end of the video, the last agent is the one that finds products before they explode. And I'll show you exactly how to copy this. This isn't just one bot, it's a coordinated army. The reviews agent mines customer complaints for easy product improvements. The bestseller agent pulls the top movers from any category in seconds. The seller agent grabs competitor, catalog, and pricing data. The search agent finds fresh product listings from keyword triggers. The deals agent catches hidden discounts and lightning deals. The autocomplete agent, and this one's my favorite, uncovers keyword demand by scraping long tail keywords directly off Amazon. The product discovery agent spots early trends before anybody else. But there's one connection in here that turns this into a money-making machine, and I'll show you that after agent 5. The first agent is the reviews agent. So what you need is to head over to Amazon and find any product. So I'm just going to grab this one here, and what you need is the ASIN. So if you look inside of the Chrome URL bar, it's basically this alphanumeric number, and it's usually about 10 digits long. So I'm going to ask the reviews agent to grab the reviews for this particular ASIN. It's going to use the Amazon assistant to oversee everything, and it's going to call the reviews agent, which is going to scrape Amazon using Apify. And I'll show you exactly how to build all of this if you stick around until the end of this video. It took about 36 seconds, but it's now done. So you can see here that this is a Cyber Power PC Gamer Extreme unit for the ASIN that I pasted in. It's got the overall product rating for 108 or 800 ratings, which is exactly what it has, and you can see that here, and it's giving you a review of the ratings summaries. What's great is that it will actually grab the reviews or the top reviews for you, which is usually a lot of manual work. And I know this because I have friends that run Amazon affiliates, and I've actually got members inside of my community that are also doing this. And usually what they do is they take the reviews, make it better, and then either create a blog and drive traffic to Amazon links through the blog, or they will just sell their own products that are similar in that category and make it better. So they'll have better titles, they'll have better descriptions, and just a better product packaging experience for their customers, all based off their rival reviews. For the bestseller agent, you can put the category URL or the name, and you'll get bestseller data out, ready for analysis in under a minute. So in the chat, I'm going to type in find bestsellers for electronics, and let's see what it comes back with. So you can see now the Amazon assistant is now going to use the bestsellers agent, because that's what it's trained to do. It's basically trained to delegate to the AI agents and use the best agent for the job or task. It's returned the item. So here you got top 5 bestsellers in electronics. It's got the titles, the price, the brand, which will come in handy later, the reviews, the number of reviews, the categories, and basically everything you need to compete with these products. The bestseller agent gives you information such as SEO for titles, for products, and it gives you positioning. So if you wanted to compete in the same categories or the same product lines, you know exactly what you're up against, and you know exactly what you need in the titles and the descriptions. Now this one's a micro win, because with the seller agent, you now have access to your competitors' store and their data. So to run the seller agent, you need their seller ID, and the way to find that is head over to Amazon, find where it says sold by. So for this example is the Lestris Co. Click on that, and then in the URL bar, it's basically where it says seller equals. Copy this, head back to the chat, paste it, and let the Amazon assistant take care of everything. And here you have all your competitors' information, which is name, their about, overall ratings, business address, feedback summary, and more. And if you pair this with the deals agent and the autocomplete agent, which I'm about to show you next, this pairing gives you unprecedented products and search term data, which customers are literally typing today. And if you're enjoying this video, do me a solid, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. The next tool is the search agent, and this is something that you would use if you want product ideas. Open up the chat and type in the product or the category that you're interested in. So I've done a search for fine men's shoes, wait for that to run, and now the Amazon assistant is going to use the search agent. Now it's returned with the top 5 results. It's got a title, price, reviews, the number of sales bought in the last month, delivery options. So this is very important if you're competing with other Amazon Prime sellers, and you have the manufacturer as well. The key here is to be very specific. Obviously, it's going to be very hard for you to compete against something like Amazon with Adidas, but if you have like a sub niche of product, so not necessarily Adidas shoes, but something different or unique, that's definitely something that you can compete on with Amazon. And this search agent helps you find that information very quickly. The deals agent is pretty straightforward. You just type in the number of deals that you want. So open up the chat and ask it to find 5 deals. So this time the Amazon assistant is going to use a deals agent. Now I've selected 5 because I'm obviously recording a video, so I want a fast turnaround, but you can put in 100, 200, 300, it's entirely up to you. And it found the top 5 deals. It's got some bed pillows, it's got the pricing, the original price, it tells you the saving as well, which is obviously something that's quite important if you're selling on Amazon, because the discounts do help. You've also got a link to a deal, and what's great about this is you've got the number of deals, but also it gives you titles and SEO ideas. This is a great agent if you want ideas for deals, or if you are a consumer and you just want to buy some deals. This agent will return all that information quickly, because to do this manually on Amazon.com takes some time. The next agent is my personal favorite, because this is the autocomplete agent, and the autocomplete agent will scrape the Amazon search bar and find you long tail keywords. So do a search inside of the chat window. For this example, example, I'm using men's shoes. This took about 19 seconds, but once it's done, you'll see the autocomplete suggestions for men's shoes. It's got men's shoes, Rockport shoes, New Balance, etc, etc. And you can get more interesting, right, with your search terms, because you can put men's shoes ideas, men's shoes gifts, men's shoes birthday presents, and so on and so forth. And I've only got a small list here because I'm recording a video, so I've only limited it to a few keywords. But this agent can scrape the entire search bar. And this is the perfect agent if you need SEO ideas, because remember, this is search term data that's coming off Amazon's own search bar. This is what people are searching for. So it makes sense to optimize either the product or the description with some of these long tail keywords. The last agent is the product discovery agent. I remember what I said earlier in this video about pairing autocomplete with product discovery. Well, this is your hidden superpower. Again, open up a chat and do a search. So I'm going to use men's shoes, but I'm going to tell it to use product discovery because men's shoes can come under autocomplete, search, deals, etc, etc. So you can trigger any of the other 6 agents. Let the Amazon assistant run. This time it's going to take control of the product discovery agent. It's going to scrape that information off Amazon and it's going to return it back into the chat. Once the agent is done, you'll see this information. So it's got a bunch of men's shoes. It's got the pricing, the links, and again, you can be much more specific with the search terms if you want to find subcategories. And when it comes to Amazon, I recommend using long-tail keywords when you're searching for any of these products, reviews, or ideas with the agents. Now that you've seen the AI agent army in action, let me show you how you can build it. The trigger is the chat window, but again, you can feed anything into this. It could be a list on Google Sheets or Airtable or Excel. The first agent is the Amazon assistant, and the chat trigger is obviously going to be the input. As with any AI agents, the system message is the most important. So what I put inside of here is that you want Amazon assistant. The tools you can use are the reviews, bestsellers, seller, search, deals, autocomplete, product, and the think tool. And then I'm basically giving it some parameters on how it can use the inputs to decide which agents it should call. For the bestseller agent, as you saw, I only inputted the actual category, but the scrape is done with the URL. So what this does is this will actually build the URL based on the keyword or the category. The most important thing is only call one agent per input and only do one run per input. If you don't have that, the scrapers will run indefinitely. And for this automation, I'm using Google Gemini 2.5 Flash purely because I want to build this automation for speed and not necessarily quality. If you want quality, focus on using something like ChatGPT 5 or Gemini Pro 2.5. I've added a simple memory tool with a context window of 10, and I've added a think tool just to kind of make everything a little bit smoother with running a big automation like this. The first AI agent is the reviews agent, and they're all more or less kind of developed and built in the same way. I'll show you how to do the reviews agent, and I'll show you, if you're not familiar with how to build automations, where you can go to download this if you stick around until the end of the video. So inside the reviews agent, I'm using the AI tool and use this tool to scrape Amazon reviews. That's basically it. The most important part of it is going to be the prompt. And so this is the reviews agent, and you need to be very specific when you're using agents because the tool they have access to is called scrape reviews. And this is the API scraper, and I'll show you exactly how you set that up as well. So the task is to take the chat input and extract the following, which is ASIN, domain code, sort by max pages, etc, etc. And this is the payload that I need to send back to the scraper on Apify. And that's what they are telling us inside of Apify. And I'll show you how to set that up next. So this is the input that's going to generate using the payload. And this is JSON. This is the programming language that we need to send back to the scraper. And then the output should be used as the result in scrape reviews. That's all we're using. And then rules for the tool calls, which is basically this here. And then the input is an array. And because I'm using an AI agent, I'm going to need a language model. So again, I'm using Google Gemini 2.5 Flash. At this moment in time, it's actually free through the API. So by all means, go and test it, but you can use any language model that you want in this section. The tool itself is going to be the HTTP request tool because we're going to call the API from inside of NA10. And the method is post. The URL is this here, and I'll show you exactly how to get that in a sec. And then as with all API scrapers using Apify, we're going to need to send a body. The body is JSON. We're going to specify JSON, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to actually let the model define the actual JSON payload. And it doesn't have to think about it much because I've already put it in the main prompt inside of the AI agent based on the JSON schema that the Apify tool has told us that we need. So head over to Apify, sign up for a free account. They give you $5 to test this out. And these are the scrapers that I'm using. So for this particular AI agent, I'm using the Amazon reviews scraper. This one's by Accesso and it's super cheap. It's only 50 cents for 1,000 reviews. There's a couple of things you need from here. The first is the JSON. So this is the payload that I put into the prompt in the AI agent because this is what they're telling us that they need. And for this, the particular search is going to be done through using the ASIN here. And the ASIN is just the product ID that every Amazon product needs. It's 10 digits and it's alphanumeric. And if you want the URL, you go to API here, drop down, click on API endpoints. And then the one that you want is this one here. Run actor synchronously and get dataset items. Just copy this URL. So this is the base URL for all Apify scrapers. Then you've got the actual creator and the name of his scraper. And then you've got the endpoint, which is run sync dataset items. And what's great about Apify is that they'll add the API token to the end of this URL. So you don't need to do much. So you copy this, go back to the HTTP request tool and you paste it here. So what this means is I don't need headers. I don't need to put headers in. I don't even need a authentication, like a preset credential. This does it all for me. It's very simple. It's very efficient. And you can more or less clone these. So what you can do now is once the reviews agent is done, you can clone the entire thing, duplicate it. All you need to do then is just change the reviews agent, change the prompt to now the bestsellers agent, and you need to change the actual scraper to the bestseller scraper, which is this one here. And if you're not sure how to build this automation, click on the link in my description and head over to the Automation Kings private AI community. This is where you find a bunch of content to help you. And I actually got the idea for this Amazon scraper from one of my members, which is Alex, who's actually an Amazon affiliate seller. You also find tools that are free, discounts to tools, how to find scrapers, how to build a $10,000 a month AI agency on Upwork. I'll show you how to do that as well. And all the automations that you see on this channel and some that are private and exclusive from my community, you can find inside of this private group. And if you head over to Classrooms, you've got the Launch Your AI Agency in 16 Days course, and you've got the AI automations and blueprints. So you find the blueprints, including the one on this video, inside of here. It'll have the tutorial and it's got resources. So this is just a blueprint, which is a JSON file that you can upload inside of your own N10 account and save yourself hours. So link to that is in the description. Click on it, sign up, and I'll see you on the inside. And before you go, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you when the next video drops.